Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of you. Welcome to Ashok IT. Today, we are here to understand our Linux OS plus shell scripting course is getting started. Today, we are starting with Linux operating system plus shell scripting. So the class is starting from today. Daily class timing will be there from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. IST, and these classes will be taken care by me. My name is Ashok. So I'm having total 11 plus years of experience in the IT industry, and I'm having 8 plus years of experience in the training. Okay, we have started Ashok IT Training Institute in 2020. So in this month, we are going to complete 4 years for the Ashok IT. So this is very quick introduction about myself. My name is Ashok. I'm having total 11 plus years of experience in the IT, and I'm having 8 plus years of experience in the training. I have started Ashok IT Training Institute in 2020 in Hyderabad location at Amirpet. Now today, you people are here to attend Linux with a shell scripting course, guys. This is free online training that we are going to provide. In order to attend these Linux classes, what are the today we are going to understand, okay, what are the prerequisites to attend this course, okay, what is our course content, okay, and who should learn this, course, what is the benefit, you are going to get if you join this Linux course. So today we are going to understand these points, and I will tell you about course access also. Okay, accessing daily class notes also. How do you get daily class notes of this Linux with the shell script? Coming to the first point, what are the prerequisites in order to attend this course? The first prerequisite to attend this course is laptop or a desktop. You need to have one system, a laptop or a desktop. If you are having a system with 8 GB RAM, then excellent. That is required because it is not just a theoretical course, guys. This is a practical course. Every day, theory plus practicals also will be available. So to do the practicals, you need to have one system. That is the first prerequisite. And the second prerequisite, you need to have account in the AWS cloud. So we are going to do the Linux practice by using one virtual machine in the AWS cloud. So that is the reason you people should have the account in the AWS cloud. AWS cloud account, that is also free tier account. You no need to pay money in order to create the account in the AWS, guys. I will tell you how to create the account in the AWS. I have prepared one document and I have prepared one short video also how to create the account in the AWS cloud. I'm going to share that video in the WhatsApp group. By using that video, you can understand how to create the account in the AWS cloud. All of you, is my voice clear for everyone? Is my voice clear for everyone? Is my screen is visible and is my voice clear for everyone? Now guys, tell me, is my voice clear for everyone? Is my screen is visible? Is my voice is clear now? Is it audible? Is it better now? Perfect. Perfect. Now, all of you, welcome to Ashok IT. Today we are here to learn Linux operating system with the shell scripting. This batch is starting from today. Today is our first session. The class timing 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. IST. The trainer for this course is myself. My name is Ashok. I'm having 11 plus years of experience in IT. Currently, I'm working as a project manager in one of the MNC company related to banking sector. And I'm having total 8 plus years of experience in the training. and I have started this Ashok IT Training Institute in 2020. Almost we are close to 4 years. Good. And today we are going to understand what are the prerequisites to learn this Linux operating system with the shell scripting, and what we are going to learn as part of this course, who should learn this course, and what is the benefit you are going to get from this course, how to access daily class notes and Zoom link to attend these classes. Now, coming to the first point, what are the prerequisites to attend this course, guys? The prerequisites are very simple. You need to have one laptop or a desktop in order to do the practicals. Okay. If you have a system with 8 GB RAM, then excellent. You can do the practicals of the Linux. Then you need to use AWS Cloud to create one Linux machine, because already you people are having one laptop or desktop with Windows operating system. Here we are going to learn the Linux. You don't need to purchase a separate computer to learn the Linux. We are going to take a Linux machine in the AWS Cloud platform. So you need to create one account in the AWS Cloud. So that account is also free of cost. You need to create a free tier account in the AWS. You need to create a free tier account in the AWS. How to create that free tier account also, I'm going to explain in the course. Already I have given one WhatsApp group link in the chat box. In that group, I'm going to share all the required details. How to create account in the AWS Cloud. I will share one document and I will share one short video also. By using that video, you can understand how to create account in the AWS Cloud, which is free of cost. You no need to pay the money. So these are the prerequisites in order to attend this Linux with shell scripting course, guys. Then next one, who should learn this course? Who should learn this course, right? Sir, I'm fresher. Can I learn this course? Sir, I'm experienced person. Can I learn this course? Sir, I am non-IT background person. Can I learn this course? So this course, freshers can learn. This is very, very useful for freshers. This is useful for working professionals also. So you are working as a developer or a tester or a DevOps engineer. Definitely, this course is going to be very, very helpful for the people. Sir, I'm working as a Java developer. I'm working as a .NET developer. I'm working as Python developer. I am working as a tester. I want to learn the DevOps. Okay. All these people who are already doing the jobs in the IT, those working professionals also can learn this course. I will tell you how this course is going to be helpful for them in the industry. And freshers also can learn this course. Freshers also can learn this course. Working professionals also can learn this course. And non-IT people also can learn this course. Anybody from non-IT background who want to get into the IT industry by learning some programming courses or by learning DevOps or AWS, those people also can attend this course. This is zero to hero course, guys. No prerequisites, only one laptop and AWS account if you have, that is sufficient to attend the classes. Freshers can join for this course. Working professionals who are working in Java domain, .NET domain, Python domain, testing domain, DevOps and AWS, those people also can attend this course. This is really required for them. And the non-IT people also who want to start their career in the IT, those people also can learn this course. Sir, where we will use this? Where we will use Linux in real time? So you are going to teach Linux course for free of cost, right? Sir, what is the benefit we are going to get with this Linux course? In the company, once we joined in the software industry, we will use Linux in the real time. So let me show you where we are going to use Linux OS in the real time. So once you go to company, guys, once you go to the company, you need to work with several tools that are there in the project. So in the project, along with the coding, some operations will be available. And those operations we are going to do by using several tools in the industry. If you go to any project, Tomcat server will be available to run our web applications. Jenkins server will be available to automate build and deployment of our application. Docker will be available to containerize our application. Kubernetes will be available to orchestrate our application. Nexus repository will be available to store the project artifacts. SonarQube server will be available to do the code review. ELK stack will be available to monitor logs of the application. Ansible will be available to do the configuration management. All these DevOps tools we are going to use in the project. Project means not just front-end development, back-end development, and database. Project means the front-end, back-end database will be available. Along with this, all these tools also we are going to use in the real-time project. So this Tomcat server, Jenkins server, Docker server, Kubernetes server, Nexus repository server, Sonar server, this ELK stack, Ansible server, all these servers we are going to set up in the Linux machines only in the industry. Windows we will use for the personal purpose, but in the real time, once you joined in the company, all the infrastructure, all the tools that are required for the project will be configured in the Linux machine only. So that is the reason every software engineer should know how to use the Linux machine, how to work with Linux operating system. Why? Because if you are learning DevOps, if you want to learn the DevOps, you are responsible to set up all these servers in the Linux machine. For that, Linux knowledge is required. For example, if you are working as a developer in the company, as a Java developer, Python developer, .NET, or any other thing, if you are working as a developer, you should also know how to work with these tools which are there in the Linux machine. Because tomorrow, if you get some problem in the project, you need to check the logs of your application. Your application logs will be available in the Linux machine only. You need to connect it to the Linux machine. You need to get the logs available in the Linux machine. For that, Linux knowledge is required. You need to deploy your application by using Jenkins. So you should know how to set up the Jenkins server in the Linux machine. So you should know how to install Tomcat server in the Linux machine, how to set up Kubernetes in the Linux machine. So all the DevOps operations will happen on the Linux machines. So that is the reason I'm telling all of you can learn this course. Definitely this is going to be helpful for you in the company. So I will tell you the truth. So initially when I started my career in the 2013 as a Java full stack developer, at that time, I don't have knowledge on the Linux operating system. Sometimes my manager used to tell me, Ashok, we are getting some problem in the project. Can you check the logs of our application? Can you identify the problem? So at that time, the log file is created in the Linux machine. I don't know how to work with the Linux machine. So that I have seen that struggle due to lack of the knowledge on the Linux operating system. But now you no need to face such kind of problems because this is wonderful opportunity for you to get practical knowledge on the Linux operating system with the shell scripting. This is the proof to tell you where we are going to use Linux operating system in the real time. In the real time, all our servers, all the tools installation will happen on the Linux operating system only. You may get a doubt. Ashok, why do you use only Linux? Why not Windows? I will compare Windows operating system and Linux operating system. Then you will understand why companies will prefer only Linux operating system to install all these servers, to manage all this infrastructure. So as part of this course, we are not going to learn all these tools. As part of this course, we are going to learn how to work with Linux commands, how to create Linux machine, how to install softwares in the Linux. Those things we are going to learn as part of this course. So all these tools we are going to learn in the DevOps course. In order to learn the DevOps, you need to first learn the Linux. Linux is the prerequisite to learn the DevOps. Okay, guys. Are you able to understand my point? So where do we use Linux operating system in the real time? To set up our infrastructure required for the project, we are going to use Linux operating system in the real time. So I hope you got the clarity. What are the prerequisites for this course and who should learn this course and where we will use Linux in the real time. In the real time, we are going to use Linux to set up a Tomcat server. To set up Tomcat server, we are going to use Linux machine in the real time. And we are going to use Linux machine to set up a Jenkins server. To set up a Jenkins server, we are going to use Linux machine. To set up a Docker server, we will use Linux machine. To set up a Kubernetes server, we will use Linux. To set up a Sonar server, we will use Linux. To set up Nexus, we will use Linux. To set up ELK stack, we will use Linux. To store the logs, we will use Linux machine. To deploy our application also, we are going to use Linux machine. These many use cases are available for the Linux operating system in the real time. So that is the reason I'm telling you, this is not only for the DevOps people, even every developer also should learn the Linux operating system. If you don't learn this Linux operating system, surviving in the job as a software engineer will become very difficult, because every day in our work life, every day we need to work with the Linux machines. Okay. DevOps people, 100% DevOps in your work will be there on the Linux machine. As a developer, 30 to 40% of our work will be there on the Linux machine. That is the reason. So developers, testers, DevOps people, everybody should know how to work with this Linux operating system. Are you guys clear with my point? So prerequisites, only you need to create account in the AWS cloud. That's it. I will tell you how to create that account in the AWS. I will share the video in the WhatsApp group. So freshers can learn, working people can learn, Java people, .NET people, Python, testing people, DevOps people, cloud people can learn. Non-IT people also can learn, because this is 0 to hero course. There is no programming here. Where we will use Linux in the real time? Linux will be used to set up all these servers in the real time. So anybody who is working in this batch, guys, so can you tell me, are you using Linux in your project in the real time? Are you using Linux in the real time in your project? Yes. Yashwant Reddy is saying that yes. Pooja Kumar is saying yes. Ram is saying yes. Anand saying yes. Abdullah saying yes. Anshul Kumar is saying yes. So many working people are available in this batch. So all these people are working in the real time, and they are saying that they are using Linux machines. For all the servers, we are going to use Linux in the real time. All the servers, Docker server, Jenkins server, Kubernetes server, Sonar server, whatever the tools you see, all these tools are very, very, very famous DevOps tools in the market. All these tools setup we will do on the Linux machine. Our final project deployment also will happen on the Linux machine only. That's why everybody should know this Linux operating system. This is a wonderful opportunity. I'm giving this Linux operating system course for free of cost. Don't miss this, guys. These live classes for 2 weeks, very, very, very important. Happily, you can keep Linux in your resume after completion of these 2 weeks of training. Okay, guys. Are you guys clear? Next one. What we are going to learn as part of this course? What we will learn as part of this course. So this is the 2 weeks program on the Linux operating system with the shell scripting. So as part of these 2 weeks, what we are going to learn? I have already prepared the syllabus document for this one, and I have uploaded the document into our website also. So if you log in into our website, if you enroll for this Linux course, then you can see the course content. Linux with the shell scripting syllabus. As part of the 2 weeks, we are going to learn what is operating system, what is operating system, why we need operating system, what is the difference between Windows operating system and Linux operating system. Already we are using Windows machines for our daily purpose. You are attending the class by using Windows machine. You are doing some work, you are watching movies, you are playing the games by using Windows machine. Okay. So what is that Windows operating system? What are the drawbacks with the Windows operating system? What is the advantage with the Linux operating system? What are the differences between the Windows and Linux we are going to understand? And we will see the Linux OS features. Once I explain this Linux OS features, then you will realize that why people are using Linux in the industry. Then we will learn about Linux distributions. In the Windows, several versions available, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11, like that. In the Linux, we are having several distributions. What distributions available for the Linux? Which Linux distribution will be used in the real time also, I will explain. Then I am going to tell you how to set up Linux virtual machine in the AWS cloud. So we need one Linux machine for the practice, right? So how we will get that Linux machine? I will tell you how to create that Linux machine in the AWS cloud. So yesterday only I have prepared one video. How to create one Linux machine in the AWS cloud and how to connect with that Linux machine by using Git Bash, by using Mobile Extra, by using Putty. So there are several tools available in order to connect with the Linux machine. Already short videos are prepared for that, guys. I will share those videos also, and I will show you in the live session also how we are going to use them. So let me show you in the Ashok IT YouTube channel. Yesterday night only I have uploaded one video how to create one EC2 instance and how can we connect with that EC2 instance Linux machine by using our Git bash. So if you go to Ashok IT YouTube channel videos, the latest video, the very latest video that I have uploaded yesterday, right? How to connect with EC2 instance by using Git bash. 21 hours ago, I have uploaded this video. So if you go through this video, then you can create one Linux machine and you can use one Linux machine which is required for this course. Sir, we don't have account in the AWS. How to create that account? For that also, you no need to worry, guys. I have already uploaded one short video. 2 minutes video is available. How to set up account in the AWS within 2 minutes. So if you watch this 2 minutes video, then you can create account in the AWS cloud. And if you watch this 2 minutes video, which I uploaded yesterday, then you can set up one Linux machine and you can use that Linux machine for practice. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear with this? How to create account in the AWS? How to set up EC2 machine in the Linux? How to connect with that? I will share all these videos in our WhatsApp group, guys. You don't worry. This is very well planned, well organized course. Definitely you are going to get the benefit from this course. You got my point? Good. So what we are going to learn as part of this training? How to create machine in the AWS cloud, how to connect with that machine by using SSH client software, what is Linux architecture, how Linux operating system developed, who developed the Linux, how the Linux will work internally, how to work with the files in the Linux, how to work with the directories in the Linux, editors in the Linux, how to deal with users and groups in the Linux, how to deal with the file permissions in the Linux, how to deal with the file ownership in the Linux, how to deal with the networking commands in the Linux machine, how to work with the link files in the Linux, how to work with the package managers in the Linux, how can we install a software. For example, I want to run Java application in the Linux machine. I want to deploy one Java project in the Linux machine. How to install that Java software in the Linux, we are going to understand. For example, I want to set up a Docker server in the Linux machine. How to install Docker in the Linux. For example, I want to set up Sonar server in the Linux. I want to set up Sonar server in the Linux. I want to install Maven in the Linux. I want to install Python in the Linux. How to install the softwares in the Linux machine. How to deploy the applications in the Linux machine. We are going to understand. I'm not writing every command clearly. Set command, find command, locate command, touch command, cat command, vi command, awk command, chmod command, chown command. Those things also we are going to cover. And we are going to cover shell scripting also. How to work with the shell scripting, how we will use shell scripting in the real time. And one point I forgot to add here, that is how to work with the job scheduling in the Linux. Cron jobs I'm going to explain. So cron jobs, if you want to schedule any job execution in the Linux machine, that cron jobs also I'm going to cover as part of the course. And I'm going to give you several interview questions that they are going to ask for the developers and DevOps people with respect to Linux operating system. Then finally, conclusion will be available. So these are the things that we are going to learn from this course, guys. Within 2 weeks of time, you are going to learn all these concepts for sure. This is the syllabus of this Linux with the shell scripting batch. Are you guys clear? This document I have already uploaded in the website. You can download it. This knowledge, whatever you are going to get, with this knowledge, you can learn the DevOps course also. And as a developer, this is more than sufficient. For the DevOps people, with this knowledge, they can learn the DevOps course. For the DevOps course, this Linux is prerequisite. For the DevOps course, Linux is the prerequisite. So in this batch, my DevOps students also available. My 20 DevOps people available. So I'm covering the Linux for these DevOps people. So at the same time, there are some batches available for the Java. For those people also, I need to explain the Linux. So that's why I'm giving this Linux with the shell scripting free course for the DevOps people as well as for the Java people also. Okay. Are you guys clear with my point? What is the syllabus? Very good. Next one. Coming to the course details, guys. Coming to the course details, as I have already mentioned, the course name is Linux plus shell scripting. You are going to learn Linux plus shell scripting. The course duration, it will be there for 2 weeks of time. Okay, duration 2 weeks of time. Monday to Saturday, weekly 6 days classes will be available. Okay, Monday to Saturday, 2 weeks classes will be available. And class time, so daily the class will be there from 6:30 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. or 8 p.m. IST. Okay, the class will be there from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. 1.5 hour class will be available, and this is online training, and Monday to Saturday the classes will be available. Coming to the course fees, 0. You no need to pay anything for this course. You are going to get live classes, plus you are going to get soft copy material also. Whatever the notes that I'm typing in the class, everything I'm going to share with you on daily basis in our website. How to access the notes from our website also, I made one video and I have uploaded. So again, I will share that video. If you go through that video, then you will understand how to access Zoom link and how to access daily class notes also. Some people are asking for backup videos for these things, guys. So for backup videos, we are charging just 499 rupees. 1 year validity will be available for this backup videos. That is also for our server maintenance. I need to keep an admin to download the video and upload the video into our server. For server maintenance, we are charging 499 rupees for this Linux bootcamp, and the videos access will be available for 1 year validity. If you don't want to take the videos, then you don't need to pay anything. Daily you can attend the live classes for free of cost, and you will get the soft copy material also. Zoom link will be same till end of the course. Even you can access the Zoom link from our website also. So this is about our course. Course name, Linux with the shell scripting. Duration, 2 weeks of time. Class timing, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. Monday to Saturday classes will be available. Course fees, 0. No need to pay anything. Live classes plus soft copy material will be provided. For backup videos, anyone who is interested to take the videos, then 499 rupees only, and 1 year video access will be available. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear with the information? What are the prerequisites? What is the course content? Who should learn this course? What is the benefit you are going to get? Okay, what is the benefit you are going to get from this course, guys? You will understand the real-time scenario. Okay, so how we will set up the infrastructure in the real time, how we will do the logs monitoring in the real time, all those things we are going to learn. And for every software engineer, irrespective of your domain, whether you are a developer, whether you are a tester, whether you are a DevOps or AWS domain, that doesn't matter. Everyone can learn this course, and definitely this course is going to be very, very useful for you. I have already shown you the proof. All these servers we will set up in the Linux machines in the real time. And in this batch, around 657 people are there. So if I remove my number, then it is 656 people are available. Excuse me. In this 650, I feel 200 to 250 people are already working in the industry. So they know the importance of the Linux. For the freshers, they don't know the importance of the Linux, but the people who are working in the industry, they know the real importance of the Linux. So why we need to learn the Linux? What are the challenges we are going to face in the Linux if we are not aware of this Linux? Okay. Now, anybody who is in the real time, can you raise your hand, sir? Can you share few words how you are using Linux in your company project? Is there anybody who is working in the company as a developer or as a DevOps engineer? Anyone? Bishwajit Sahu is working. Okay. Soumya Sahu is working. Bishwajit Sahu is working. Let's take the feedback from them, guys. So they will tell how this course is going to helpful for the people and where they are using Linux. Bishwajit, can you unmute your mic and tell me? Hi, Mr. Bishwajit. If I tell the words, people will feel that I'm promoting my course. Could you please share your feedback? how the Linux is going to help us in the real time. Vishwajit.
Yeah, hi sir. Good afternoon.
Good evening, sir. So you are already working in the company.
Yeah, actually, we're using also Linux to writing the shell script and also creating the Jenkins pipeline and all. And
Okay.
while deploying the services, we're also using Linux operating system and all.
Okay. So do you have any knowledge on the Linux earlier, or first time you are going to attend this?
First time I'm going to learn. And
Okay.
one more thing, like, sir, because of you only, I got the job before 3 years.
Good, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, Vishwajit. Thank you so much. Good. Anyone else, guys? Oh, Famida is there from US. Hi, Famida.
Hi, I'm a QA automation engineer.
Okay.
So my application is in cloud server. We are using AWS cloud. So my application is in cloud, and I use for my testing, QA automation testing, I'm using the GitHub Actions, and I'm running my test script in Linux machine. And we are using Linux, as you know, USA is the licensing fee and all other stuffs are too high. So for using the Linux is cost minimized. It's like for every per minute we are paying 8 cents. For other Windows and is 25 cents. Mac is something more. So it's very much cost effective, and all of our this repositories, all the servers, we are using the Linux for the cost effectiveness. So
Very good.
is very is the popular one, and no, you will not find any organization who are not using the Linux actually. So this is very basic, and you have to know these things if you want to get into IT industries. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Famida, for your good information. Anyone else? Gopinath, can you speak out few words how the Linux you are using in the project? Guys, so if I tell that Linux is very important, so people may feel that, sir, you are running an institute, so you are promoting your course. So I'm not here to do any promotion, guys. So I want to tell you the fact. Okay, that's the reason I'm asking the people who are working, so that you will believe their words. They are also like you, and they are working in the company now. In future, you are also getting to the company. Then you will understand the importance of this Linux. Vanama Vinod, can you unmute your mic? Vanama Vinod, and can you speak out?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon.
Sorry, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Okay.
Yeah, actually, one word I will tell you. In every organization, definitely 100% definitely they will use it Linux operating system only. No one can use the Windows. So correct. I think about it, everyone will be helpful for this course. Definitely.
Yes,
so even me also learning new things. So that's why I'm joining here only.
Okay.
Previously, I worked in another organization. Recently, I have got a job in one more organization. Till now, previously I worked in Linux administration in TCS.
Okay. Good.
Right now, I'm working for another organization, but till I did not take the project, and I'm on the bench. So definitely, everyone should learn the Linux. Without Linux, we can't do anything. In every organization, no one can use the Windows.
Correct, sir. Good.
This is not a promotion. This is not a what I'm telling you. Accepting no promotion. Everyone should definitely learn the Linux operating system only.
Yes.
You can know when you enter into the organization. They know.
That's good. Good job. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words, sir. Just believe him, guys. In every organization, people will use Linux operating system only to set up their infrastructure, to set up their projects, deployment, and all that stuff. Nobody will use Windows operating system in the real time. Windows is just for personal purpose. In the company level, people are going to use Linux operating system. We have one more guy, Mr. Anil. Can you say a few words how this is going to be helpful for the people? Because there are some freshers available here, they need to realize the importance of the Linux. They will feel that Linux is required only for the DevOps people. So we are freshers, we don't need the Linux. But so you need to understand the fact in the industry, 100% people are going to use Linux operating system to manage the servers, to set up the infrastructure and all that stuff. So this is not for promotion, guys. This is really, it is going to help you a lot in the company. So once you join in the company, then you will understand the importance of the Linux. So I'm having 11 years of experience in the IT. I know the importance of Linux. And the people who join here, some working people, they know the importance. The people who are not working in the IT, who are not doing any job in the software industry, they may not know the importance of the Linux, but please realize this is a wonderful opportunity, and that too, you are not paying anything for this course. It is a free of cost, so that you can learn happily, and definitely this is going to be beneficial for you in the game. Yeah,
Sir,
yeah,
I work in the Apache and Tomcat server because my application already map in Apache and Tomcat. Sometimes application is down, the basic command is used to run the application by using top command.
Yeah, so you
ping command is application is ping or not. So basic command is daily using the application. So without Linux, we can't do anything, and application also not perform.
Correct. So they are running their application in the Tomcat server. The Tomcat server is running in the Linux machine. So if the Tomcat server is down, they need to check why it is down, what are the logs and all that stuff. So they are using basic commands. So definitely you are going to learn 60 to 70 commands in the Linux operating system from this course. That is for sure. 60 to 70 commands that you are going to learn. Very good, guys. So I think we are clear. So you guys understand what is the importance of the Linux now? So we are going to use Linux operating system to set up our infrastructure in the real time. Okay, fine. Now coming to the actual course part. So I hope you are clear with all the details for the course, all the details of the course, what are the prerequisites and what is our course content, who can learn this course, who should learn or who can learn this course, what is the benefit you are going to get from this course. Okay, and where we will use this course, where we will use Linux in the real-time use cases of Linux, real-time use cases of Linux OS, and how to attend the classes. I mean to say course information. So course info, what is the duration and what is the Zoom link and where do we get the material? I hope all these things are clear for all of you. If you are clear with all this information, so could you please type clear in the chat box? If you are clear with this information, could you please type clear in the chat box so that we'll get started with the topic. Today is our first session. Yeah. Could you please type clear in the chat box? Perfect. Perfect. Mayur is giving the reply. Swati is giving the reply. Chinbabu is giving the reply. Ramadevi, Shruti, Prithvi, Bipin, Teja, Upendra, Ramanand, Chiranjeevi. Yes, good guys. You are active. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. If you reply, then I will get more energy to give you the more subject. Okay. So let's get into our first topic. What is operating system, guys? What is operating system? So we are using a computer. So if you want to use a computer, then operating system is mandatory. For every computer, operating system is mandatory. So what is the role of operating system in the computer? Operating system is a software which will act as a mediator between users and computers. For example, if you want to use any computer, then for that computer, operating system is required. So if you want to use a computer, that means if you want to open Google, if you want to search for something in the computer, if you want to use calculator, if you want to perform some calculations, right? So then you are going to use the computer. So in the computer, operating system will be available. That operating system is a software which is acting as a mediator between user and computer. So we are the end users. We want to communicate with the computer. Users will communicate with the computers using operating system. Suppose if your computer does not have the operating system, then we cannot use that computer. There is no use of the computer if operating system is not available. Without operating system, we cannot use any computer. So this operating system, when we are talking about the operating system, it is a software which acts as a mediator between users and computers. Users will communicate with the computers by using this operating system. without operating system, we cannot use any computer. And this operating system will provide a platform, or it will provide environment to use the computers. So calculator is available, notepad is available, browser is available. All these are the applications we are running in the computer. How we are running these applications in the computer? We are running these applications by using operating system. If operating system is not available, then there is no use of the computer. So there are several operating systems available in the market. Windows operating system is available, Linux operating system is available, Mac operating system, Android, iOS, these all are the operating systems we have in the market. Operating system is a software which acts as a mediator between users and computers. Users will communicate with the computer by using operating system. Without operating system, there is no use of computer. We cannot communicate with the computer without operating system. Operating system will provide a platform or environment to use the computers. Notepad, calculator, browser, etc. These all are called as applications that we are running in the computer with the help of operating system. We are having several operating systems in the market, like Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Mac operating system, Android, and iOS operating system. If you see this diagram, so for a computer, hardware components will be available, CPU, RAM, input-output operations will be available. We cannot communicate with the computer hardware directly. We cannot communicate with the computer hardware directly. We are the end users. I'm purchasing one computer. I want to perform some calculation. Can I directly use the computer hardware components to perform the calculation? No. We need one software. That's where operating system comes into picture, that will act as a mediator between user and computer. Okay. Now, there are several operating systems available in the market. One of our famous operating system in the market, or I can say favorite operating system for the students, for the people who are doing the studies. For them, Windows is the favorite operating system. But for the people who are working in the industry, for them, Windows is not favorite. For them, Linux is the favorite operating system. So if you are not doing any job in the IT, then Windows is your favorite operating system. But if you are doing job in the IT sector, then you will love Linux operating system. So after these 2 weeks of time, many people will change from Windows to Linux operating system who are attending this course, because Linux is very beautiful operating system when compared with the Windows. You don't know Linux. That is the reason you are using Windows. If you know Linux, then you will use Linux. Good. So what is this Windows operating system? Windows operating system developed by a company called Microsoft, guys, our Bill Gates. Microsoft company developed this Windows operating system. This Windows is a software. Currently, I'm taking a class in my laptop. So to take the class, I'm using Windows machine only, because this Windows machine is providing GUI facility. GUI facility is nothing but graphical user interface is available in the Windows operating system. What is the meaning of that graphical user interface in the Windows operating system? Everything you can perform by looking with your eyes. You can see here, there is a file available. You can rename this file. I can rename this file. So I can right click on this file and I can see several options here. Now I can see there is an option, show more options available. I can rename this file. I can copy this file. I can cut this file. I can delete this file. So these are the options we can see with our eyes. That is called user interface, graphical user interface. If I want to create a file, if I want to create a new file in this machine, in the Windows machine, I can right click on my mouse and I can see new option is available. That new option, I can create the file. That is nothing but graphical user interface. So when you go for Windows operating system, that Windows operating system developed by a company called Microsoft. And this Windows is GUI based operating system, graphical user interface will be available. And another important thing is Windows operating system is a commercial operating system, nothing but it is a paid operating system. You need to purchase the Windows license, then only you can use Windows. But most of the people will use cracked version of the Windows. Okay, so unregistered version of the Windows people are going to use. But if you want to use all the features of the Windows, then definitely you need to use commercial operating system. You need to purchase the license of the Windows. So the students will not purchase the license of the Windows, they will install the crack version of the Windows. But if you go for software company, company should not use the crack version. If company using the crack version for their business, Microsoft will file a case on the company. So in the IT industry, if anybody want to use the Windows, definitely they need to purchase the license of the Windows operating system, which is costly. That is commercial operating system. And when you go for Windows operating system, the security features are less in the Windows. Easily, virus can attack for the files available in the Windows operating system. That is the reason when you are using Windows operating system, you need to install antivirus software. Okay guys, you need to install antivirus software when you are using Windows. If you are not using antivirus software, then your files which you are storing in the Windows will be affected with the virus. So if you want to protect your files available in the Windows, then you need to install antivirus software. Okay guys, and this Windows operating system is recommended for personal use guys. So when you want to use it for personal purpose, like you want to play some games, you want to watch some movies, you want to use internet browsing, you want to store some files, you want to attend some online classes, if you want to do some online shopping, then you can go for Windows operating system. Windows operating system is a software which is used to communicate with our computer. This Windows will act as a mediator between the users and computers. This is a GUI based operating system. Graphical user interface will be available. What is the meaning of GUI? For everything, options are available. You can use the options to create the files, to edit the files, delete the file, cut, paste, all these things. Renaming you can do by using GUI. This Windows is commercial operating system. It is paid. You need to pay the money to use the Windows. And security features are less in the Windows. That's why antivirus software we need to install in the Windows operating system. Okay, and Windows OS is recommended for personal use. So if you want to play some games, if you want to watch some movies, you want to use internet, then you can go for this Windows operating system. So, and one more thing is Windows operating system, that is single user based operating system. Single user based operating system. That means at a time, only one person can use Windows machine. So my computer is there. In my computer, Windows OS I have installed. Then only one person can access this machine. This Windows operating system is called as single user based operating system. Only one person can access Windows machine at a time. Okay, so that is the reason this Windows operating system is not recommended for business use cases. When I say business use cases, if you want to run your servers, if you want to deploy your applications, if you want to install some tools, okay, for servers, for tools, if you want to install, and if you want to run your applications, then Windows operating system is not recommended. The first thing, it is commercial OS, we need to pay the money. And the second thing, security features are less. And third thing, this is single user based operating system. Only one user can access Windows machine at a time. Only one user can access Windows machine at a time. So to overcome all these problems in the industry, we are going to use Linux operating system. So in the real time, as I have shown you, so many servers we are going to use for the project. All the servers we are going to set up in the Linux operating system. What is this Linux operating system? Who developed this Linux operating system? Linux operating system is a community-based operating system. That means it is not belongs to any company, guys. Windows operating system belongs to Microsoft company. Microsoft company developed Windows, but Linux operating system is not belongs to any company. Linux is a community-based operating system, and the Linux operating system is free and open source. You don't need to purchase the license. It is not belongs to any company. It is community-based operating system, and this Linux operating system is free and open source software. And another important thing is Linux operating system providing high security features when compared with the Windows. Security features are high in the Linux machines when we compare with the Windows. In the Windows machine, security features are less, whereas in the Linux machine, security features are high. And another thing is, Linux is multi-user based operating system. Nothing but multiple users can use one Linux machine at a time. Whereas Windows is single user based operating system. Windows is a single user based operating system, whereas Linux is multi-user based operating system. What is the meaning of multi-user based operating system, guys? If I create one Linux machine, then multiple people can access that Linux machine at a time. Suppose if I have one Linux machine, multiple people can access one Linux machine at a time. For example, in my project, Jenkins server is available. Jenkins server I have installed. This Jenkins server installation we are doing on the Linux machine only. This is my Linux OS based machine. So in the team, multiple team members available. So all these team members want to do some operations on this single Linux machine. Okay, so that means multiple users can access this Linux machine at a time. That is the meaning of multi-user based operating system. If it is Windows, single user based operating system, only one person can access a data. Whereas Linux, multi-user based operating system, multiple users can access at a time. So in the team, there are 3 people available. 3 people want to check the log files of our application. Okay, 3 people are working on the project. 3 people want to check the logs of the application. They are in the different location. For example, this developer is available in Hyderabad location. This developer is available in the Chennai location, and another developer is available in the Pune location. Today in our project, there is a problem. They want to check the logs. The log files available in our Linux machine. So in this Linux machine, our application log file is stored. In this machine, our application log file is stored. Manager told you to 2 people, could you please check what is the issue in the project? For checking the issue, they need to see the log file. The log file is available in the Linux machine. The developer, one developer available in Hyderabad, another developer available in the Chennai. Now these 2 people should check the logs of the application. The log file is available in the Linux machine. These 2 people can connect with the single Linux machine at a time. That is called multi-user based operating system. Whereas Windows, single user based operating system. Are you guys clear? And when we compare Windows and Linux, so Windows is a commercial, Linux is open source. In the Windows, security features are less, antivirus you have to install. And again, you need to purchase the antivirus. For the Linux, antivirus is not required, security features are high. Windows is single user based operating system, Linux is multi-user based operating system. And Windows is recommended for personal use only, to play the movies, to watch the movies, to play the games and all. Linux is highly recommended for project operations, for the business purposes. I want to deploy my application. I want to run my servers. Okay. I want to store my logs. For the project related operations, I want to set up my infrastructure. For those activities, we are going to use Linux OS. Linux is highly recommended for project operations. And one important thing that we need to understand, Windows is GUI based operating system, whereas Linux is CLI based operating system. Windows is a GUI. You can see the options here, right click, and create new file. And I want to rename the file. Right click, rename. I want to delete the file. Right click, delete. Or you can delete by using keyboard also. Right. So that kind of graphical user interface available for the Windows, whereas when you go for the Linux, CLI will be there. CLI nothing but everything is command based. Suppose if you want to create the file in the Linux, then you need to use a touch command. If you want to rename the file, you need to use MV command. If you want to delete the file, rm command. If you want to edit the data in the file, pi command. Okay. If you want to create the directory, mkdir. If you want to see what is the data available in the file, then cat command. Okay. So this is called CLI based operating system. So in the Linux, everything is command based. Learning the Linux means learning the Linux commands only. So in this course, you are going to learn the Linux commands. By using those Linux commands, we can perform operations on the Linux machine. Doing Linux course nothing but learning how to use commands to perform operations in the Linux. So as part of these 2 weeks of program, we are going to learn the Linux commands only. And along with these commands, we are going to learn the shell scripting also. In the Windows, graphical user interface is available to perform the operations on the machine. But in the Linux, CLI. Everything you need to do with the commands in the Linux operating system. As part of this course, we are going to learn the several Linux commands, and with those commands we can perform operations on the Linux machine. And the Linux is very important in the real time. In the real time, we will use Linux machines to set up our infrastructure. So as I told you, in order to run the Jenkins, we will use Linux. For the Sonar Cube, we will use Linux. For a Nexus, we will use Linux. For a Docker, we will use Linux. For Kubernetes, we will use Linux. For Ansible, we will use Linux, etc. All these kind of servers we are going to install by using Linux machine in the real time. Okay. So what is Linux operating system? Linux is a community-based operating system, and this Linux operating system is free and open source. And this Linux operating system will provide high security for our applications which are running in that machine. And multiple people can access Linux machine at a time. That is the reason Linux is called as multi-user based operating system. And Linux is highly recommended for our project operations. And Linux is CLI based operating system. Everything we will do by using a command in the Linux. In the real time, we will use Linux machines to set up our infrastructure like this. Okay, fine. So who gave the Linux OS? Not from any company. It is community-based operating system. But Windows, it is given by Microsoft. Okay, how this Linux came into market, guys? Linux OS history. How this Linux operating system came into market? Who developed this Linux operating system? So before going to understand the Linux history, are you guys clear with the Windows versus Linux? Are you guys clear with the Windows versus Linux? Windows developed by Microsoft. Linux is community-based operating system. Windows is GUI based. Linux is CLI based. Windows is a single user based operating system. Linux is multi-user based operating system. Windows is paid. Linux is free. Security less in the Windows. Security high in the Linux. Windows recommended for personal use. Linux recommended for business use. Are you guys clear with my point? If you are clear, please respond in the chat. Are you guys able to, there are so many people who are new to my class. Are you guys able to understand what I'm explaining? Are you guys able to follow me what I'm explaining? Is the speed okay? Because there are so many new people who are attending my class for the first time. Clear, na? Very good. Very good. Fine. Now let's understand about Linux history. Okay. So who developed this Linux operating system and how the Linux operating system came into market? Linux operating system developed by one person whose name is Linus Torvalds. The person who developed this Linux operating system, that person name is Linus Torvalds. I will show you that person also. Okay, so we can see this great man, Linus Torvalds. He's the guy who developed this Linux operating system. Windows developed by Microsoft company, but for Linux there is no company. One single person developed this Linux operating system, which is very famous in the IT industry now. That person name is Linus Torvalds. Sir, why this Linus Torvalds developed this Linux operating system? Why he developed this? Why he developed his own operating system? Okay, what happened is, guys, before this Linux, there was another operating system called Unix operating system. So initially, this person Linus Torvalds was using Unix OS, and in that Unix OS, he found some challenges and he told to the Unix company to modify the Unix operating system. Unix operating system is also one software, right? It's one project developed by a Unix company. At that time, this Linus Torvalds started using the Unix operating system, and he found some challenges with the Unix operating system. He found some bugs in the Unix operating system, and he told to that company to fix those bugs. But that company rejected his suggestions. Whatever the Linus Torvalds told to the Unix company, they did not accept. Hey, bacha, chalo. Because we are a big company, you are after all one person. Why should we listen to you? So that with that, this Linus Torvalds got irritated, because whatever the bugs he identified, that company, whatever the suggestions or bugs that he identified, the Unix operating system did not accept. So he was using Unix OS at that time. He found some challenges. He told them to change the Unix operating system, but they did not do that. They did not do that. So as they are not accepting the suggestions which are given by Linus Torvalds, then he started some research in the market. Hey, we need one operating system like Unix only, but we need to make some changes to the Unix so that people can easily use that. People can easily use that. So Linus Torvalds started doing some research. When he started doing some research, then he found one operating system which is similar to his ideas. That is called Linux operating system. Initially Unix available. He started using Unix, but he wants some changes in the Unix. They are not ready to do that. So when they are not ready to do that, he started doing his own analysis. Array, I need one operating system like Unix only, but not exactly like Unix. I need some changes in it. Is there any other operating system which is similar to the Unix and which is matching with my ideas? Then he found one operating system which is similar to his ideas. That operating system is called Linux operating system. Then what this person has done is, he has taken the source code of the Linux operating system and he has done some changes to the Linux operating system and he released that into market with a name called Linux operating system. Initially, Unix available. Linus Torvalds identified some challenges in the Unix and he told to that company to make those changes. But that company did not accept. Then he started doing analysis. Is there any operating system which will match with my ideas? Then he found one operating system which is called Linux operating system. Then what this person has done, he has taken Linux operating system and he made some changes to that Linux operating system and released into market as Linux operating system. How he has given the name as Linux, there is a magic here. This person name is Linus Torvalds and he used Linux operating system. He has taken first 3 characters from his name and the last 2 characters from the Linux and he named it as Linux. How creative he is. He is Linus Torvalds. He used Linux OS and he made some changes, released into market with a different name that is called Linux. How he has given the name as Linux? He has taken 3 characters from his name, 2 characters from the Linux, and he named it as Linux operating system, which is a revolution in the IT industry. Are you guys able to understand how this Linux operating system came into market? Are you guys able to understand how this Linux operating system came into market? What is the history behind the Linux? Are you guys clear with the history behind the Linux operating system? Funny, right? Interesting. The way he gave the name, that is interesting. Linus Torvalds. He used Linux operating system and he named it as Linux. How he has given the Linux? He has taken 3 characters from his name, 2 characters from the Linux, and he named it as Linux. Okay. Now here, Linux operating system, he released into market for free of cost, guys. Okay. If anything is available for free of cost, any project available for free of cost, then so many companies will take it and will use it. Companies will take it and will use it. So this Linus Torvalds has given this Linux operating system for free of cost in the market. So once this Linus Torvalds has given this operating system for free of cost in the market. Not only for free, he has given source code of the Linux operating system also. That is the reason we are calling Linux as free and open source. Free means anybody can use it. Open source means the code is also available. For example, if you take Java language is free and open source. You can download the source code of the Java also. Similarly, this Linus Torvalds has given Linux operating system for free of cost, and he has given source code also. When the Linus Torvalds has given the source code for free of cost, so many companies downloaded the Linux OS code. Okay, whatever the Linux operating system, the Linus Torvalds developed. So many companies available in the IT industry downloaded Linux OS code and modified according to their requirement and released into market with the different names. Those are called as Linux distributions. Okay, Linus Torvalds is the founder of the Linux, who developed this Linux operating system, has given the Linux operating system for free of cost. Okay, so when this person has given the Linux operating system for free of cost, so many companies downloaded this Linux operating system. They modified this Linux operating system according to their requirement, and they released into market with the different names. So many companies modified the source code given by Linus Torvalds, and they released into market with different names. Those are called as Linux distributions, or we can also call them as Linux flavors. So for the Linux operating system, so many distributions are available. Sir, what are the distributions available for Linux operating system in the market? Amazon Linux is available, Red Hat Linux available, Ubuntu Linux available, CentOS Linux available, SUSE Linux available, Kali Linux is available. Amazon Linux, Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, CentOS Linux, SUSE Linux, Kali Linux available, Fedora Linux available. So like this, there are so many distributions available for the Linux operating system. In the market today, 200 plus distributions available for the Linux. 200 plus companies downloaded the source code of the Linux operating system. They modified their source code and they released into market with a different name. So in the companies, people may use Amazon Linux, Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, SUSE, Kali, Fedora. All these are Linux machines only from different companies. But for Windows, distributions not available because Windows from Microsoft company. In the Windows, versions will be available. Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. So the new versions will be coming in the Windows operating system. But for the Linux, distributions available, flavors available. What is the meaning of distribution? A company who is downloading the Linux source code, modifying that code according to that requirement, and they're releasing that operating system into market with a different name. That is called Linux distribution. So in this course, we are going to use 2 to 3 different distributions for our practice. So initially we will start with Amazon Linux, then we will go with Ubuntu, then I will show you Red Hat Linux also. So 3 different flavors we are going to use as part of our Linux course. Are you clear? What is the meaning of Linux distribution and what are the Linux distributions available? Amazon Linux available, Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, CentOS, SUSE Linux, Kali Linux, Fedora Linux available. There are 200 plus Linux distributions available in the. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point? What is Linux and how the Linux OS came into market and what are the Linux distributions? Linux is a community-based operating system which is free and open source. It is providing high security. It is multi-user based operating system. This is highly recommended for project operations and it is a CLI based operating system. And Linux developed by Linus Torvalds and initially he used Unix, but he wants some changes in the Unix. They did not accept it. Then he found Minix OS similar to his ideas. He has taken the Minix OS and modified some code and released into market with Linux OS. So he named it as Linux operating system by using this formula. And once he released Linux into market for free of cost, so many companies downloaded that Linux and modified according to their requirement, and they released into market with different names. The names that they have given into the market, those are called as Linux distributions. So there are so many distributions available for the Linux. Amazon Linux, Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, SUSE, Kali, Fedora, etc. So we have 200 plus distributions in the Linux operating system. We can use any one of the distribution and we can practice Linux commands. So as of now, what we have discussed, as of now, we discussed about what is operating system and why we need it. Operating system is a software which will act as a mediator between user and computer. Without operating system, we can't use the computer. And Windows operating system is there, Linux operating system is available. We have seen the differences between Windows operating system and Linux operating system. Then Linux history, how the Linux operating system came into market. And what is Linux distribution? So many companies downloaded the Linux code and modified according to their requirement. They released into market with their own brand name. Those are called as Linux distributions. So there are several distributions available for the Linux. There are 200 plus Linux distributions available. You can use any one of the distribution for your project. So in the course, I will tell you which Linux distribution we will use in the real time also. Okay. And the Linux setup. Now we understood theoretically what is Linux, why Linux. Okay. Now we need to go for the practicals of the Linux. So in order to do the practice, you need one Linux machine. So in order to use this Linux machine, so you can log in into AWS Cloud account. You can log in into AWS Cloud account. And in the AWS Cloud, you can create one Linux machine by using EC2 service. Then once the Linux machine is created, you can connect with the Linux machine by using Git bash, by using mobile extra, by using putty also. How to connect with the Linux machine, how to create the Linux machine, how to connect with the Linux machine by using mobile extra, by using putty, and by using Git bash also. All these three options are explained very quickly in one video. So I will share these videos also in our WhatsApp group. So before coming to tomorrow's session, you people should create account in the AWS Cloud. You need to create one machine in the AWS Cloud, Linux machine, and you should be able to connect with that Linux machine. How to connect with that Linux machine, how to create it, everything I have explained in my video, guys. I will share these videos in the WhatsApp group. So I have given WhatsApp group link in the chat box. So if you join in that WhatsApp group, then definitely you will get all these updates. You will not miss any updates from me if you are part of that WhatsApp group. Okay. So how to create account in the AWS Cloud? There is a video. I will give that video link also. 2 minutes video only, guys. So if you go through this, then you will understand how to create account in the AWS. And there are remaining 3 other videos available. How to create EC2, how to connect with that by using Git bash, and how to connect with that by using mobile extra and putty. So this is AWS account setup. This is AWS account setup. And how to connect with this EC2 instance by using Git bash. Yesterday night only I uploaded the video in our YouTube channel. I will share all these video links for you so that it will be helpful for you to do the practice. Okay, guys. So that is the reason I'm asking you please join in the WhatsApp group so that you will not miss any update from me. I'm loading my channel. So there is a video. I will give you that video link. So before coming to tomorrow's session, I request all of you to do the setup of Linux machine, because from tomorrow we are going to start the practicals, guys. No more theory from tomorrow. From tomorrow, directly practical. Today, theory session is complete. What is Linux? You understood. Okay. So theory session is completed. So tomorrow we are going to do the practicals. To do the practicals, you need to have a Linux machine ready. You should create the machine and you should connect with that machine. Okay, these links I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group link I will give in the chat box. So please join in that group so that you will get today's notes and you will get the video also. Notes I will update in our website. You already know how to access the notes from the website. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining today. I'm sharing the WhatsApp group link again. Please join if you are not part of that WhatsApp group.